fight.
Property Source Radio. Let's get to our guests quickly. And first of all, I'm going to introduce ladies first. Cindy Lee, hi. Hello. Nice and close to the mic here, okay? And you're a veteran of Property Source Radio. You were here last year, as I understand it, but this is the first time I've met you. And Joe Burkhart.
Shalom.
Shalom? This is going to be good.
Good evening.
All right, now what is that? I want to know how you two know each other, first of all. Do you know each other?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah?
Yes, quite well.
Uh-huh. And how's that? Just through your interest in the paranormal, or are you an item? Or is that none of my... If it's none of my business, tell me.
I would say we're an item at this point.
Really?
Yeah, I think we've been that way for quite a while.
Yeah, and where did this interest in the paranormal come from? Was it an event that happened in your lives that made you look into it, or have you always been kind of interested in this sort of thing?
I've been talking to dead people since I was about three years old. So
really?
For me, it was just kind of a natural occurrence.
Gosh. Do they talk back?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever talk to anyone famous?
Yes, I did, actually. One time I did.
Can I ask you who it was?
It was Elvis.
You talked with Elvis?
Talked with Elvis.
Really?
Really?
I'm getting scared now.
You know, Elvis is at the Auditorium Theater this weekend in $1 Million Quartet. You should go see that. You can talk right back to him there. Now, come on. You talk to Elvis.
I had a gentleman from the newspaper come over to do an interview. Mm-hmm. And he was very interested. It was, I believe, Elvis's birthday. Mm-hmm. And he asked me, and Elvis came to me, started talking to me. He told me what to tell this gentleman, and then went away.
So you channeled Elvis. Wow. Were you an Elvis fan?
Kind of.
Yeah?
Kind of.
It wasn't a huge. You weren't obsessed with Elvis, so
no,
that okay.
Not at all.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand.
No,
how...
I wasn't one of those people that you have to see all the impersonators. No, I just
okay.
It happened. I was like, oh, okay. And
so he just showed up. What reason did he show up to channel instead of somebody like my grandmother? You know what I mean? Or doesn't it? It's just random.
This person that was interviewing me really wanted out to talk to Elvis.
Oh, okay.
So
that person was more.
Gotcha.
I was just the one that he talked through.
All right, Joe, who have you interviewed? You talk to, I mean, do you talk with dead people too? Nice and close.
Usually in fleeting conversations.
Yeah. Anyone famous? And can you top Elvis?
Can you top?
No, I'm afraid in my case, Elvis left the house.
Elvis left the building. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, now I did go out and read the plaque out in front of our building here at Commercial Street, Millen Commercial here at High Falls. And it tells a very interesting story. We've been in this building for 7 years, and I never read that plaque.
Most people don't.
Do either of you want to tell the story about our haunted building here at High Falls? Cindy? Come on. Real close. You got to share a mic, and I apologize for that. But
I've actually have not read the plaque in its entirety, but I know last year we did walk through here, and there is a lot of activity. What floor were we on last year?
The third.
The third one.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff you picked up on. I remember that.
Oh, definitely. A lot of activity up there.
See, now this building's empty on a day like this, for the most part, on a Saturday. There's activity going on in this building with nobody in it?
Oh, definitely.
What kind of, come on now.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Who are they? Who are they?
The dead people. They don't care. The ghosts, the spirits, they don't care if you're here or not. In fact, some of them don't like anybody here.
I'm sure they don't like me because, and I'm not being skeptical, but I have to be convinced. And I'm not afraid to be convinced. But you're both saying that there are dead people in this building as we speak. As we speak.
And you bring people with you. Anybody that's passed in your family, you bring with you.
Really? My dad's here? Really?
My dad's here.
Wow. How do you know this?
My grandmother's here.
Well, maybe they should hook up. How do you know this? What basis does it... Enlighten me.
The only thing I can say to you is that as a very young child, when I would be in my bedroom, and I was an only child, so there were not brothers and sisters, just my parents and I would hear whispers.
Yeah.
And it would sound like a cocktail party. Now, to a 2 or 3 year old, it's really scary. So I would get up and investigate because I was a very curious child. And I would go into mom and dad's room, see if they were awake, and they were both snoring. Sorry, mom and dad. I would walk through the house. Nobody there. And as I got older, I realized that what I'd been hearing my whole life were spirits trying to talk to me.
Now, are these spirits, from a religious standpoint, I mean, are you walking around in heaven? Are you walking around in hell? Or are these spirits in the real world?
Spirits are in the real world, basically.
Wow.
They are basically in the real world. They walk amongst us. Sometimes if we can go to the grocery store, Joe and I, and we can see the spirits as well as
at the rosary
physical
store.
In the grocery store.
Oh, the grocery. I said I'm sorry. The rosary.
No, we don't usually go to the rosary
store. Well, no, I think they kind of frown on the whole concept. But you go to a grocery store,
and we can see not only the ghosts but the real people, because we all have them around us.
Do they see you?
Oh, definitely. Ask him about that.
Yeah, Joe. Well, hold on. We got to take a break because I'm starting to get into this. Let's take a little commercial break here. We'll find out this is fascinating. This is going to be a good hour.
I always like listening.
We have Joe Burkhart and Cindy Lee with us on this Halloween weekend. Property Source Radio back in a couple of minutes. Sports Radio 950 ESPN and PropertySourceRadio.com.